Hey, it's BrickTsar. In this video, we're going to answer some of your questions that have been asked recently. We call that BAT. That stands for BrickTsar Answer Thingy. And if you leave the hashtag BAT and your question, I am more likely to find it and use perhaps in one of these videos. So the questions we're going to talk today deal with Funko Pops, Lego inventories, and a couple other questions. We got something about the base plate, why the old sets not have base plates. And we're going to answer those. So, and maybe another one or two if I can squeeze them in. But first, I need to pick a couple of BrickLink orders, and that's called PABLO. PABLO is also the alligator. But anyway, let's get right to it with the PABLO. So we got two orders, and we're going to see how fast we can pick them. The first one here is drawer 3214. Oh, it's right behind me. He ordered 12 of those. And it looks like we got all 12 of them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Nice. So I put those in a bag. Then I put them in the envelope. And then I weigh it to make sure it's 2 ounces. Write the number and the weight on the package. Oh, I got to put who it's from too. So that I get that. I'll just put that separate. So now we need to pick the other order. All right, drawer 2792, which is around the corner here. 2792. 2792. He got one of the Brick Daddies. One of the coolest minifigures ever. Brick Daddy. And then he's also got one from 3783, which we just saw in the last Pablo that I did. And I only got one of these left now. So that's the classic Spaceman statue figure. So I got it in there, and I'm going to put this in the envelope. And this is actually somebody left a video. He says, I watch your videos, like your honesty and no nonsense. Or, as I like to say, my total lack of sense. But no, man, I really appreciate it. But let me put these in there. So sometimes the orders are quite easy. 2 small orders, 3 total lots, just minifigures. And that would be cool if I had a ton of minifigures to sell in the store. I don't really have a lot of them, but minifigure orders are always the easiest. So thank you to those to order those. Now let's get to the BAT questions. So the first one comes from Ninja Tannic. He talks about the fire station. He asked this on the video I did with the first Lego fire station, which came out in 1958. And I'll just read it. It says, why do new Lego fire stations and police stations that come out these times not have a base plate like the police station from 2017 and the fire station from 2016? But the 1979 police station and 1981 fire station have base plates. I think base plates are better for making the building out of tons of small plates. And that is true. I mean, the one we did the video, and literally after I filmed the video, I tried to move the fire station and it fell completely apart because it has no supports and the bricks don't have good clutch power. But actually the base plate as we know it, and the flat base plate, I don't think it came out to the mid-60s, around 1964. And before that it was bricks. And they did have larger bricks that sometimes they would build on. But the small base plates, they didn't have them. In fact, they did. Sometimes they would use plates, not base plates, but regular plates at the bottom of builds if it was a really small building. But when you build these larger things like that fire station, not that it was humongous, but it needed some support on the bottom. But those were designed to go on the cardboard road plates that they had back then. And these were like a city landscape that you folded this cardboard open and you could set the building there. I did that, I showed that in a video where we reviewed the 725 town plan set. But yeah, they didn't have a base plate back then. And I guess that's why they didn't use them. All right, here's another question. This is from Luke's Brick 16. His question is, and this is a related, oh, we need to go over there to where the Funko Pops are. I'll take my computer with me. All right, he says it isn't Lego related, since most people are more interested in Lego here. Maybe on BrickTsar Toys. I'm going to do it here anyway. As we walk through the basement. But a lot of times I do videos in this area here. I got my stuff behind me. And what do you see? There's a lot of non-Lego things on here. In particular, we got the Funko Pops up there. And he asked, what pop figures that you have do you like the most? And roughly how many do you have? I actually don't know how many we have, but we got quite a few. Not as large a collection, but I think for me, the three favorites are going to be Flash and Bill and Ted. What did he do with Bill and Ted? Oh, they're over here by themselves. Bill and Ted and Flash Gordon. We also like the Stranger Things Funko Pops. Some of the Star Wars. We're not the big collectors of Star Wars. I think we've gotten some of those when they were on sale. But we're not huge Funko Pop collectors. And I think Lego is kind of... The reason I did that over here is because I think Lego has kind of gotten into the pop thing through the Brickheads. I mean, that's what Brickheads are. They're just Funko Pop type things, or pop, you know, Funko's a brand name, but you know what I mean. I think that's why Lego does it. All right, let's go to another back question. And Ninja Tannic asked, how do I use BrickTsar? And BrickTsar, it's pretty easy, but in order to use it to keep track of your inventory, you need to create an account. And I actually have two accounts. One for BrickTsar that I started, and as we do the things where we're putting the Lego in the boxes, I'm actually going through and cataloging. And my original account that I've had for a long time, Jabbo, I was putting every time I reviewed something, I would put it in there, or if I came across things in my collection, I put them there. But unfortunately, I did not keep up with it, so I actually sold some things that I didn't remove from the inventory. I had things that I added or I acquired that I didn't add to the inventory, so the inventory got completely out of whack. I'd say the vast majority of what's there I actually still do own, but there are a few items that I don't have the quantity that I had, things like that. So the inventory's all out of whack, and so that's why I started over with BrickTsar, and it's really easy. Just you click on the set number and just add it. There's a little checkbox where you add it to your collection. And Mayo Hosco asked a Bricklink question. He says, how do you find inventories on Bricklink? And that's pretty simple. I mean, you just click on the set. And then when you click on the set, it takes you right over there. You type in the number in the search bar. Like if you want to search a set, you type it in. And then you click on the set. And then it doesn't say inventory. It says item consists of. And that is the actual inventory. And then it shows you the part numbers. Most sets have been inventoried. If it's not there, it means somebody hasn't volunteered their time and effort to go do that. I don't think Bricklink actually does it themselves. It's all been done by the fans. They're the ones that submit the inventories. There maybe Bricklink has people now that it's a company, but in the past, the way the inventories got there, whoever got the set first and wanted to go through it and inventory it, which meant with new sets, you got to take pictures of new items or new elements, and it can be very time consuming, but Bricklink is now probably the best website for keeping track or figuring out what parts are in a set. And back in the day, we used to use Lugnet and Puron. Puron was the best back in the day, but that site has not been updated in a very long time. Let's get back to some more bat questions. And this is from Maniac for Bricks. And he says, on the subject of the 375 castle, which this was in the video, we're talking about what is the best Lego set ever, and I picked that one, the 375 castle. He says, would you get or rebuild the Weetabix Lego castle, the first ever made, although smaller than minifigure scale? We actually do have a Weetabix castle. Years ago, I took the inventory from Puron, I think it was at the time. I can't remember. It had to be Puron, because I've had this for a while, but I do have all the parts to make the Weetabix castle. What I've been looking for is an original copy of the instructions. I don't have that, so I have to use an online version, but we do have that, and hopefully one day I'll actually build that for you. I don't know where it is right now. All right, here's another one from Mario, who says, how do you use that tag tools? How do you get that tag tools to show up? All right, so that was one of the Day in the Life videos. And at one point I'm editing a video and I'm typing in my tags, and at the bottom you see all these suggested tags. And that's actually a resource called TubeBuddy that is a Chrome extension, so you have to use it with Chrome. Now they also have an app that you can use on the phone, but it's hard to use on the phone. I haven't really had much success using it on mobile, but it's really helpful. Now they do have a free version, and I used the paid version for Trains Are Fun, which I have a lot more features. I would not have paid for it had I known that I couldn't use it on all of my accounts, because the free version you can use, it's the same for all the different accounts I have. But I paid for it, and then those features I have on Trains Are Fun I don't have access to on BrickTsar, but I'm not going to pay another $80 a year to get the same features on another account. So yeah, that kind of stinks with it, but it is helpful when typing in tags. It gives you a lot of suggestions, tags you used before, tags that are related to whatever you're talking about, and you can just put them in there. And I will say this, tags do help a little bit, and it is good to put tags in your video, but it is not the all important thing. The most important thing the most important thing is your story. Second most important thing is your thumbnail. And then your title, then your description. Tags will be after all of that. So if you're trying to help your video get noticed, tags are good to have, but if the thumbnail's not good, the title's not good, the description's not good, and the story's not good, it won't matter. So don't worry too much about the tags, but if you want to use that tool that I used in that video, it is TubeBuddy. It's free. You just don't get as many features with the free version. All right, so that's pretty good. We've got one more question from Matt Robinson's. It says, why can cats chase down a bird in flight from the other side of the garden, but they can't seem to find a piece of ham unless you show it to them 10 times? and that was our cat. That was the other day in the live video. Our cat, oh, she's old. That's what it is. You put the food right in front of her, and she's just like, where is it? But yeah, she spends all day looking out the window at the birds. We actually put bird seed by the back window so she can watch the birds. She loves watching the birds. But yeah, you put a piece of food on her nose, and she's like, where is it? I don't know. I don't know why cats are that way. They're finicky. But anyway, thanks everybody for the questions. This is a little bit different video, a little shaky video. I don't know. But I want to thank you. We just hit 46,000 subscribers. So a couple more years, we'll be at 50,000. So hit the thumbs up. Be sure to share this video. Yeah. Hopefully one day we'll get to 50,000. But I couldn't do it without you guys, without you ones asking these questions and ordering from the BrickLink stores. Appreciate it very much. And see you in the next video. Bye.